Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys all the books I went to read in 2024. Yay! So excited. A little nervous because last year, I only read like 20 books. I know that might seem like a lot for some people, but I feel like that was a little bit for me. I don't even think I reached 20. Okay, but this year on my Goodreads account, I put 30 books as my year-end goal. And I am going to reach that goal, okay? I'm forcing myself to reach that goal. So, let's go ahead and get started. On New Year's Day, it's the 2nd, my sister decided that she wanted to switch books with me and one of my other sisters. We really love reading, and so we got a book for each of us, well, for each other. And the ones they gave me were The Hearts We Sold. This is The Hearts We Sold. This is one of the ones my sister gave me. I don't know anything about this book, but they both really liked it, so there's number 1. That's probably going to be the second book I read this year. First book I'm going to read is, let me just show it to you upside down. It's The Inheritance Game. I've been wanting to read this one anyway, so they just gave it to me a little bit early. This one, they said was a 4-star for them. So, well, at least one of my sisters said it was a 4 stars. I don't know what the other one rated it. And so I'm really excited to read this one. We usually like the same books, so this one, I don't know what they rated it, and I don't know what I think I'm going to rate it because I don't know anything about it. But those are going to be my first 2 reads of 2024. Next, I've been wanting to read this one since I think I figured out what it was in September, I think. So I've been wanting to read it since September, or I don't know, since I found out what it was about. And that is Powerless. This one I'm pretty sure was pretty popular in 2023. I think this was at the top of a lot of people's list. My sisters rated this a 5-star. If I'm correct, one of them rated it a 6-star. They love this one. It says, Hunted, Hunter, Destined for Each Other. So, oh my goodness, I almost dropped the book. So if you're interested in this, if you've read this and you think, wow, that's such a good book, your sister was right, it is a 6-star, let me know, because that's just going to hype it up more for me to read it. Another popular book that I've been wanting to read, I don't have it in book form, like a actual printed version. Actually, the 3 books I just showed you are not my books. I borrowed them from my sisters. But it's Fourth Wing. That one was really popular this year. Actually, Fourth Wing might have been really popular in 2022. I might be wrong. I don't really know when it came out. I know the second book came out in 2023. But that one I've been seeing all over the place, and it's been really popular, and I'm really excited to read that one too. So that's something on my want to read list. I just don't have it. Also, I did a TBR a few months ago on my channel, and I do want to read those books. I don't have a lot of them here with me right now, but those are not on the top of my TBR list. I'm trying to get the books that are on the top of my TBR list down so I can read those. I know you're probably thinking, but you don't even have Fourth Wing. Read the books you have. But I'm like, I want to read Fourth Wing, okay? Sorry, I did. Next is Scavenge the Stars. Scavenge. Why can't I say that? Okay, here it is. I don't think this one's a really popular book. I brought this from the Dollar Tree, if I'm correct. But this book I actually gave to my sister for New Year's because she's been saying that she wanted to read it. Hang on. Hello? And so I gave it to her, and I haven't even read it yet. But she's going to read it. She's going to tell me if it was good or not, and then that's going to make me want to read it more. So that's how you get your books read, okay? You let somebody else read it and tell you if it's good. I have Nightbane. This is Nightbane. I brought it not that long after it came out. I'm really excited to read it. Light I rated 4 stars. I want to reread Light before I read Nightbane, which is why I haven't read Nightbane yet. But anyway, Nightbane. If you don't Oh no, this is Nightbane. It's a duology series. The first book is Lightlark, and I've already read Lightlark. I got it from the library, and then I brought it. My sister read this already, and she was like, through the whole book, I was like, and then it got to the end of the plot twist, and I was like, and so I'm excited to read this. Nightbane. Next is a book I got from Second & Charles a while back, and I just haven't read it yet, but I can't really tell you what it's about because I forgot. I think I know what it's about, but I honestly got it all mixed up. It's 99 Days. I do not know who it's by. I was looking through the book there, and I was like, hey, this seems really interesting, and it was only $2.50, so I got it.
You stupid Samantha! You suck as well!
Sorry for my brother just screaming stuff out while they're playing the game. So yeah, $2.50. That's a steal. So I got the book. I haven't read it yet, but this year I'm gonna read it because why buy something if you're not gonna read it? Like, next is a library book that I got that's overdue and needs to go back to the library, but I haven't read it yet. Girl in Pieces. Let me get closer to the camera. Girl in Pieces. I read You'd Be Home Now, which is by the same author, and I like that one. I think I rated that a 4-star, but then my sister also rated it like a 4-star, and she went back and read it, and she was like, actually, I think I rate this like a 3-star now. So I want to reread that, but now I'm scared because I was like, I thought that was a 4-star, and she's like, actually, I think it's a 3-star. But I want to read Girl in Pieces. I also want to read How to Make Friends with the Dark, which is also by the same author. Actually, I went to Walmart. I'm not even covering up the thing anymore. My bad. I went to Walmart and I seen where they have those 3 books in like one case thing that you can buy. And then I thought, when I first saw it, I thought, are those all like one series? And then I got like kind of excited, and then I realized they weren't. But I'm excited to read them all. You want to hear something off the back of this? It says, you can spot the guild. You have it easy. And then there's me. Does that make you interested in it? Oh wait, it's backwards. My bad. I just reversed it for you, okay? Next is this huge book. This book is huge, which is like one of the reasons I haven't read it yet. But this is called Afterworld by that person, Scott Westerfield. I got this for free. Let me see if I can find a book to compare it to show you how huge it is. Actually, it doesn't look that big compared to these. Anyway, it's a big book. This book, if I'm correct, goes back and forth between, it's like an author, and it goes back and forth between her and her character's book, the book that she's writing, or he's writing. I don't remember if it's about a girl or boy. Yeah, it's about a girl. And so I just haven't read it. I also want to read, and I don't have it with me right now. I have the book, I just don't have it with these books. It's Little Women. And that one's a pretty big book too. I watched the movies, and I love the movies. They're one of my favorite movies. But this is going to be one of the last books I have the actual physical copy of, is The Traitor's Kingdom. Sorry. This is a trilogy. The first book is The Traitor's Kiss and The Traitor's Ruin. And I had this in the library and I read them, but they do not have the third book. So I figured out that, figured out that they had a third book. And I was like, it's not at the library. But then, last month, I went to Books A Million and they had it. Not only did they have it, they had it at a bargain price, which is $5.97, which means I saved myself some money. Moving on to my Goodreads wish list. Last year, I read a book called A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I do not see it on here. A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And I rated it 4 stars. That's what I'm trying to say here. It had 2 other books. And I want to read them. I'm trying to read these books first, but I want to read those books. Ash Princess. I figured this out. I found this book out not that long ago. I was looking on something. I can't remember what I was looking for, and that popped up, and I was like, that sounds interesting. Let me read what it's about. And what it is about, correct me if I get this wrong, is this princess. Something happened when she was young. Basically, like, people took over her kingdom, basically. I guess they killed her parent because now she's enslaved as a little kid. Present day of this book, she's 17. Somebody's wants, like, I'll get you out of this prison that you're enslaved in your own kingdom if you do such and such. And she's like, yeah, I'm about to do that. I thought that sounded very interesting. If to me, it sounded like a book from the villain's point of view. Six of Crows. My two sisters, well, two of my sisters, I have more than two sisters, read this and they really like it, but they said that they wasn't sure if I was gonna like it as much as they do, but I still want to read it. The Prisoner's Throne. The Prisoner's Throne. I read The Stolen Hair, and I don't know what I rated that. I don't know what I would rate that. I don't think The Prisoner's Throne has came out yet. It's the second book. I think it's coming out this year. I don't know when it's coming out, but I want to read it when it comes out. Oh wait, I got 3 more. 4? 1 minute. What? Anyway, excuse me. The Winner's Curse. Now I'm not sure if I should really put this on here because this one's not super high up on my TBR list. I read like what it was about just before I started filming this video, and I'm honestly a little confused. I just read what it was about and I can't remember everything that's about. Like why she decided to buy the kid. It just said that he had a different look in his eye. And she was like, I like that look. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. It wasn't at the top of my TBR, but it was in like the top 20 or something. And now I can't remember what it was about. But I want to read it, so it's up there. And is that the last one? Then Divine Rivals is by a girl named Rebecca Ross. And I've already read 2 books by Rebecca Ross. It was a duology called The Queen's Rising. And I really like The Queen's Rising. So that's, I've heard people talk about Divine Rivals on like TikTok. It'd be like books I read or whatever. And Divine Rivals would pop up. But then I figured out that it was by Rebecca Ross. And I was like, oh, I've never read any of her other books. I don't even know if she had any other books besides The Queen Rising. Maybe she did. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna read that. And that is all the books I want to read in 2024. Yay! Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what books you want to read in 2024 because I might just add them to my TBR. I'm really excited to read all these books and to get to know all these new authors that I've never read, to get into these new series and to finish series. So, yay. Thanks. Bye.